Battle Through the Heavens, Grand World. Chapter 112 Test. The next day, the opening ceremony of the Flame Spirit Gang, which had shaken the entire Black region, began. Almost all the major powers in the Black region received the invitation. The leaders of these powers were very curious and interested in the young sect master of the Flame Spirit Gang. After receiving the invitation, they would arrive at the appointed time. All of this was naturally done by Du Ruoxi and Bai Lufeng. As for the name of the Flame Spirit Gang, it was also discussed by the two of them. They took out a word from Xiaoyan's name. They took out another word from the three words Spirit Sky City and hastily and seriously formed this name. By the time Xiaoyan found out, this name had already been sent to the leaders of the various major powers along with countless invitations. After being stunned for a while, Xiaoyan could only accept it. After all, these two were the true masters of Flame Spirit Gang. Their names were up to them to decide. Around noon, except for the future of the Linkong and the Black Sect, numerous leaders with invitations came to the main hall of the Flame Spirit Gang. Du Ruoxi and Bai Lufeng were in charge of receiving them. The former was not used to such a large-scale ceremony and was flustered. The latter was extremely familiar with the ceremony and chatted with the leaders with a smile on his face. He did not lose his elegance at all. Why aren't the people from Spirit Sky City and the Profound Gang here yet? Looking around, Du Ruoxi called out to Bai Lufeng. Bai Lufeng looked at her helplessly and said, "Why are you in such a hurry? The higher the status, the later the person will appear. Didn't Big Brother Xiaoyan also not appear? Where did that guy go? I haven't seen him." When mentioning Xiaoyan, Du Ruoxi could not help but grit her teeth, her face full of dissatisfaction. Bai Lufeng sighed and was about to speak when he heard a long message from the guest in the hall in front of them. Sect Leader Mo Limo from Linkong. Sect Leader Wei Jun from Black Sect has arrived. Hearing this voice, everyone present was shocked. These two were legendary figures in the Black region. They had never thought that they would be here in person this time. Haha, everyone, follow me to welcome the two sect masters. While everyone was still in shock, a loud and clear laughter suddenly rang out from the courtyard. After that, everyone saw a young man in a black robe appear in the courtyard. He was the first one to walk towards the hall outside. That must be the Flame Spirit Gang's sect master, Xiaoyan. That's right, it's him. I saw him in the battle with the three brothers of the Red Dragon Hall. It's just like the rumors said. He's really younger than I imagined. As they conversed softly, the crowd didn't dare to be neglectful. One after another, they stood up and followed Xiaoyan to the main hall to welcome him. Moreover, they were also very interested in the sect master of the Linkong and the Profound Sect. As the long-established experts of the Black region, their reputation was even more illustrious than Xiaoyan's. Haha, I heard that Gang Lord Xiao's reputation has become like the sun in the sky these few days. It's truly touching. A loud and clear voice suddenly sounded. Immediately after that, a white-clothed middle-aged man and an old man in green entered the gate under the lead of a few core members of the Martial Strength Hall. Xiaoyan also laughed heartily when he heard this. He cupped his fists and said in a calm manner, "The two sect masters have praised me too much. With my strength, I'm afraid that I won't be able to catch your attention." Mo Li, the leader of the Linkong gang, smiled. He looked at Xiaoyan from head to toe and extended his hand to hold Xiaoyan's hand. He praised from the bottom of his heart, "I really didn't expect Gang Lord Xiao to have such achievements at such a young age. He will definitely be extraordinary in the future." As he spoke, his ki rose silently. The vigorous Origin Monarch ki in his body was injected into Xiaoyan's tightly clenched hand. When Xiaoyan felt Mo Li's strength increase, he laughed in his heart. Then, he also poured the Origin Monarch ki into his hand. The two huge energies collided silently. The energy that filled the air caused the surrounding air to explode. The people behind them naturally couldn't see the battle between the two of them. Wei Jun, the sect master of the Black Sect, who was standing at the side, had witnessed it clearly. However, he only smiled and didn't point it out. In his heart, he was also very interested in this young man. Although Bai Julang couldn't even withstand a single blow from this young man, it was beyond his expectations that he was defeated by this young man with a single punch. Haha, Gang Lord Xiao's strength is extraordinary. I admire him. After testing Mo Li for a few seconds, Mo Li laughed and released his hand. Xiao Yan also smiled and instantly withdrew the Origin Monarch key in his hand. His precise control made the eyelids of the two of them twitch. Mo Li looked at the smiling Xiao Yan and couldn't help but exclaim in his heart. This guy was really strong. He was actually on par with him in the previous test. It seemed like the rise of the Flame Spirit Gang was unstoppable. Sect Master Wei, I have long heard of your great name. Today, I can see that you have an extraordinary spirit. Xiao Yan looked at the sect master of the profound sect, Wei Jun, who was standing beside him, and extended his hand with a smile on his face. Gang Lord Xiao is the true dragon among men. He has already achieved such an achievement at such a young age. While smiling, Wei Jun stretched out his right hand and clenched it tightly with Xiao Yan. Xiao Yan frowned slightly. He noticed that Wei Jun did not probe him like Mo Li did. Just as he was feeling strange, his eyebrows suddenly jumped. He felt a sharp soul power forming rapidly. It turned into an invisible short sword and slowly rushed towards him. Oh right, I heard from Bai Lufeng that the leader of the Black Sect is an alchemist. Thinking of this, Xiao Yan smiled lightly. The soul force between his eyebrows surged out without holding back. A strong soul storm swept over and quickly crushed Wei Jun's soul short sword. The smiling Wei Jun's face suddenly changed. He looked at Xiao Yan with shock. He did not dare to hesitate. His soul power surged out from between his eyebrows and turned into a giant soul net, attempting to trap Xiao Yan's soul storm. A smile emerged on Xiao Yan's face. His facial expression didn't change at all. In his senses, although Wei Jun's soul energy had also reached the alien realm's soul, it was far from being focused by him. If his soul energy was at the third stage of the alien realm's soul, Wei Jun's soul energy was only at the first stage. The giant soul net that trapped the soul storm only struggled a few times before it was destroyed. Wei Jun's face instantly turned pale. When Xiao Yan saw this, he quickly withdrew his soul power and looked at Wei Jun. Sect Master Wei's expression doesn't look too good. Wei Jun reacted and looked at Xiao Yan, whose face did not change. He could not help but sigh. Gang Lord Xiao is a genius. I am inferior to him. Oh, right, may I know what Gang Lord Xiao is talking about? When Xiao Yan heard this, he frowned. After pondering for a moment, he said honestly, I won't hide it from Sect Master Wei. I have broken through to the fighting monarch of Lower Realm. In the great world, I don't know how to calculate my age. When Wei Jun heard this, he was instantly in high spirits. He said with some excitement, the age of the fighting monarch that has broken through in the lower realm is only calculated from the day of its advancement. I wonder how many years has Gang Lord Xiao been in this great world. Xiao Yan and Mo Li looked at Wei Jun curiously. When the leaders of the other major powers saw that the three of them had yet to make a move, although they were full of doubts, none of them showed any signs of dissatisfaction. After all, who would dare to be dissatisfied with the existence of the three strongest big shots in Black Region? They looked at Wei Jun's expectant eyes. Xiao Yan thought for a moment and said, it should be 7 years. Hiss. Mo Li and Wei Jun sucked in a breath of cold air when they heard this. Their eyes were filled with shock when they looked at Xiao Yan. Wei Jun immediately recovered from his shock. He looked at Xiao Yan once again with joy and said, good. 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 The 3 words good in a row revealed Wei Jun's wild joy. I wonder why Sect Master Wei is so happy. Mo Li, who was standing at the side, recovered from his shock towards Xiao Yan. He looked at Wei Jun, who was standing at the side, and asked with a puzzled expression. Haha, you can't say it, you can't say it. Wei Jun chuckled when he heard this. He looked at Xiao Yan, who was also puzzled, and said, Gang Lord Xiao, aren't you going to invite Sect Master Mo and me to take a seat? Hearing this, Xiao Yan could only temporarily put down the doubts in his heart. He made an inviting gesture to the two of them. When the people behind saw this, they hurriedly opened up a path for the two of them to pass through. When they saw Wei Jun walking past with a joyful expression, everyone was shocked. The gang leader who had some understanding of Wei Jun couldn't help but sigh in a low voice. Even though he had destroyed a medium-sized sect a few years ago and obtained nearly 500,000 monarch crystals, he had never seen Wei Jun so happy before. What exactly was going on this time? Chapter end. Hi guys, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.